Kia ora koutou, ko Linda Shanks, toko ingoa. I'm the Deputy Principal at Marlborough Girls College. The purpose of this short video is to give you some information around how NCEA is structured and a few tips on how do I know how my child is going. NCEA stands for the National Certificate of Educational Achievement and is the main qualification for our senior students and is available at level 1, 2 and 3. The authority that manages all things NCEA is called the New Zealand Qualifications Authority. NCEA is a very flexible qualification, and each Marlborough Girls senior course will be assessed through what we call standards. Standards assess different areas of knowledge and skills within a subject. For example, in English, analysing a text or completing a science investigation. Each course is made up of standards. In this example of English at level 1, there are 3 standards: creative writing, formal writing, and creative visual text. Each standard is worth a certain number of credits. In this example, creative visual text is worth 3 credits as represented by the 3 dots. To gain NCEA qualification at level 1, your child must achieve 80 credits in total. 10 of these must come from literacy standards, 10 from numeracy standards, which are predominantly in mathematics, or occasionally a geography or science standard, and 60 credits at any other standards in level 1 or above. To gain level 2 NCEA, your child will need 60 credits at level 2 or above and 20 credits from any other level. And likewise for level 3, the student needs 60 credits at level 3 or above, plus 20 at level 2 or above. There are 2 types of standards that contribute to NCEA. Achievement standards, which are based on the New Zealand curriculum framework and have 2 types, either internal standards or external standards. The internal ones are assessed by the school, where the external ones are assessed by NZQA. Or your child might be doing courses which involve unit standards which come from industry organisation, such as hospitality, and these are assessed by the school or by an outside provider. There are 4 possible grades your child may be awarded using the codes N, A, M, or E. If your child gets an excellence or an E, this means they have met the criteria of the standard to a very high outstanding level. If they are awarded an M or merit, it means they've met the criteria to a very good level. An achieved or A means they've met the criteria of the standard overall, and an N or not achieved means they haven't met the criteria of the standard and won't be awarded this standard. As I said, there are 2 types of achievement standards assessing: internal, which is marked by the school, and the work is assessed by the classroom teacher with national and school assurance checks or moderation across the whole standard. Also, you might hear your child talk about external assessments. These are different in the fact they are marked by national markers and include the end of the year exams and portfolios in such subjects as technology, visual arts and graphics. And the difference is the work will be assessed or marked from someone outside the school. Your child may get a higher recognition, and this is called an endorsement. There are 2 types of endorsement, one at the subject level, and to get a subject level endorsement in, say, mathematics, your child must be awarded 14 or more credits at either merit or excellence level. And they must also have at least 3 of those at external and 3 internal within the 1 year. Or they might get an overall level 1, 2 or 3 endorsement. This means they will have been awarded 50 or more credits at either merit or excellence level. In thinking ahead about university entrance, to gain university entrance, you have to meet a certain number of requirements. Firstly, 10 credits at level 1 or above from numeracy standards. Secondly, literacy standards, 10 credits at level 2 or above, made up of 5 credits in reading and 5 credits in writing. Thirdly, you must have 3 university-approved subjects from a list and gain 14 credits as a minimum in those 3. And lastly, have gained level 3 NCEA overall, which as we know is the 60 level 3 credits plus 20 from level 2 or above. Academic honesty is a really important part of achieving your NCEA qualification. We have systems in place to ensure your child's work is their own. So we ask for authenticity. So each child is asked to sign each piece of work to ensure us that they haven't copied or plagiarized from other sources. We also use check-it-in systems such as Turnitin, which helps us identify that the student's work is their own. Any copying off the internet or another student's work is called a breach of assessment, and therefore the student will not be awarded that assessment. To help ensure students manage their time, we have extension processes that are available, and these are required to be filled in with an extension form in plenty of time. You can see your dean if that is needed. Coming up next week, we have Learning Hui with whānau teachers. This enables you to ask more deeper questions of your whānau teacher about NCEA, but more importantly, to set goals with your child. And this will ensure that we develop a partnership with you and we're all on the same page for ensuring your child reaches their goals throughout the year. And there'll be ongoing communication as we progress over the year. So in order to help your child, the first thing is to keep an eye on their well-being. Sometimes students' well-being is demonstrated in other ways. You might notice they feel anxious at school. You might notice they're not eating particularly well. You might notice they're avoiding school. The best thing to do is to have conversations with your child or contact your teachers or whānau teacher if you're worried about this. The more we can strengthen our triangle of support, the better our homeschool partnership will be. During the year, we'll give you progress updates on how your child is going. There are key contacts listed on this slide. So the key role of the whānau teacher is to set the goals and check in every week, but they'll also be tracking your child's progress. We have our deans for the relevant year levels as listed here, and our deputy principals. The person who oversees NCEA is our principal's nominee, Miss Julia Barnes. We hope this has been the start of our NCEA information. Please do not hesitate to get in contact with us. Ka kite.